So where do we take the trash? Oh, Africa.
If you ever wonder where Europe's unwanted clothes end up, this is where they end up. It's coming from London. You can see the tags here.
I was surprised that they even bring underwear.
Yeah, they is.
Second-hand underwear.
Exactly, that's not going to be used in
Who's
any
gonna
way.
wear a used bra?
So a lot of the clothes here are not recyclable.
Yes, they are non-recyclable. So here we burn them.
Welcome to Gumba Market, the epicenter of Kenya's second-hand clothing trade and a stark reminder of the hidden cost of fast fashion. Every day, mountains of second-hand clothes are shipped to Kenya from Europe, the UK, and North America. Much of it is low quality, torn, stained, or completely worn out. In markets like Gumba, traders try to salvage what they can and sell the rest. Desperate to make a living, they're forced to buy entire bales without knowing what's inside.
Gumba Market, it is the largest open-air market in Kenya and one of the largest in Africa. Traders, first of all, come here wholesale to collect all the clothing and the shoes and all sorts of fashion that come in from Europe and other parts of the world. The problem with most of these imports is that they collect everything and place them in the bales and ship it off to Africa. And so it's the people here who have to do the sifting. And so our biggest question that we normally ask is that why do you have to bring the quality garments with the absolute trash? Why are you using our continent as a dumping site?
You can see there's like hundreds and hundreds of bales of clothes here. And most of them are shipped from China, Europe, Canada, UK. This is the second floor, going to the third floor. Come. Can we have a look inside? Yeah?
UK. Yeah, so this is just basically a shipping container that came straight from the UK.
Kenya uses almost, I think, over 32 billion Kenyan shillings to bring these. These are the traders using their own money to bring all these clothes here. And once it gets here, they open it up, then they get surprised.
I mean, what's the point of sending to Africa urine-stained bed sheets? Because they will open and you'll find good quality bed sheets, old quality bed sheet, completely useless bed sheet. Should have been disposed of a long time ago.
We buy the best for Nairobi, and if someone forces you to take anything that maybe you cannot sell, you can take just a few bales.
So they do force on you?
Yeah, sometimes because they have a lot of bales. You know, they have backlog.
People don't question, why don't we see all this waste in the UK, in Canada, in Germany, wherever? Where does it end? It all ends here.
Now on this part, let me show you where most of the clothes from Gumba Market eventually end up. This is the Ndora dump site, one of the largest landfills here in Kenya. A significant portion of the waste here is clothing. And as we all know, these textiles take decades to decompose, leaching harmful chemicals into the soil and the water.
Let's take a shortcut. This place is big. This is dump site, but here they bring those things that they are recyclable. They can't be recycled.
So a lot of the clothes here are not recyclable.
Yes, they are non-recyclable. So here we burn them. We move these buttons, metal, because they are metal.
Yeah.
We take them. That zip, this one here.
Yeah, and the textile, you burn it.
Yes, we burn it because they cannot be used.
Na nimekaa hapa kwa miaka 7 na hii tumeshinda tukisanya mingi tukichoma juu haziwezi oza. Vitu zinakuja na gari, zichafu zimeraruka, ziwezi oza, ziko mingi sana. Hizi ni za Kikomba, si za duka. Second hand za Kikomba, zinatoka Kikomba. Hivyo, zinaletwa huku na gari.
The bad clothes that are here, some of them we can burn them. Others we can, you can just dig a pit and then you put it there, you throw it there.
So like you bury them basically?
You bury them in the soil and then you...
This is a result of fast fashion. We're producing more than we are consuming, and such places like the Dandora dam site have infiltration of a lot of textile waste. Textiles right now come from fossil fuels. When you see the tag in one of the textiles here, you see it's written 50% polyester and 50% cotton. Sometimes you get even up to 98% polyester, and polyester is a form of plastics. And when these plastics get burned, you can see a lot of smoke on the side. There's a research that was done here at the school, and there's a very powerful photo of showing like this smoke going into the school. And you can imagine how many coming generation, like the kids who are the coming generation, are being affected by such type of pollution.
It's safe to say that while Western countries promote sustainability at home, the exports of second-hand clothes to countries like Kenya reveal a double standard. What you see here isn't just trash, it's a symbol of an unequal global trade system that puts the burden, the environmental burden, on countries like Kenya. Our next stop is Kilifi, a coastal region in Kenya where carbon credits have become a growing industry. Big tech companies are buying up land here, partner with local projects to offset their carbon emissions thousands of miles away from their headquarters. But what does this mean for the communities living in Kilifi?
This is like our incubator, where we raise the nurseries, the mangrove seedlings, in preparation of transplanting them to the degraded mangrove areas.
Just for context, carbon credits are meant to offset a company's carbon emission by investing in projects that capture or reduce carbon elsewhere. So essentially, they're polluting in the US or anywhere else while paying for carbon reductions here in Kenya.
Look at what Tesla, look at what Shell is doing. The amount of money that they are putting into carbon credit, yeah, they're the ones who are polluting. They're the biggest polluters. These people are just going on to pollute, and yet they feel like when they run to Africa, they're going to have a safer space for them to hide that they are doing good thing, and yet they are being given a certificate. I'm cleaning the air in Africa. Why in Africa? Why are you not cleaning your own area? Why are you not cleaning the US or the Japan or the China, where it's so much polluted?
Kuna mashirika ambayo yametuathiri sana katika maeneo yetu. Kwanza kwa sababu mimi ni mvuvi, nimeona kwamba hata samaki wenyewe wamepungua katika hii bahari yetu kwa sababu ya uchafuzi wa mazingira. Na halafu wanachafua, halafu wanakuja kwa ajili ya kutafuta carbon credit. Na sisi kama community, manake kama mimi kiongozi, hilo jambo silipendelei kabisa kwa sababu limetuathiri hapa. Mara nyingine huwa watu wanafurushwa kwa sababu wao wafanye kazi yao ya kutafuta hii carbon credit.
And to be fair, some projects do bring tangible benefits to local ecosystems and people, creating jobs, restoring degraded land, and supporting biodiversity.
We are working towards mitigating the effects of climate change, because one thing with mangrove, it has 10 times ability of absorbing carbon dioxide compared to other variety of trees.
Na nimesikia kuna makampuni zinakuja, zinanunua mashamba na hatuelewi zaidi sana chenye wanafanya, lakini kuna vitu mambo na bahari, fanya fishing more than 10 years, lakini zamani si kama sasa, samaki wanaenda kipungua.
While big tech companies make billions and polish their green credentials, the reality on the ground is often much more complicated. These projects can lead to land grabbing, where local communities lose access to the land they've relied on for generations, land they've farmed, grazed livestock on, and called home for decades. Whether the land is government-owned or privately owned, governments often allocate it to foreign companies for carbon credit schemes, displacing communities without proper consultation or compensation.
The poor farmers need to be empowered. They need to create awareness about carbon credit because they don't know what will this farmer benefit from.
Yeah.
Is it these coins that they are giving out that it's money for carbon credit, and yet they're ones who are making billions and billions of money? This farmer is going to die because one, the farm is not even productive anymore because he's planted trees. But right now, we are desperate because our lands are dry. These people are coming with money and they are still enslaving us within our lands. It's still the West that are still colonizing the African countries, you know?
At the end of the day, the climate crisis isn't just reshaping lives in cities and towns. It's also devastating the animals and ecosystems that call this region home. Across Kenya, wildlife is facing unprecedented challenges: habitat loss, food shortages, and the constant threat of extreme weathers.
The park is divided into 3 ecosystems. We have the forested ecosystem, which is up there. We have the open savanna. We also have different water points.
Rivers flowing through the park can also carry hidden dangers. Toxins from polluted rivers and cities travel here, poisoning the water and the life it sustains. And it's a chain reaction. Polluted water affects the fish, the plants, and every animal that depends on them.
The smoke is seen on a daily basis. When you see big smoke like that one, you definitely know that it will affect the climate, because it's a type of pollution. Inside the park there are different water points. So this river flows from one of the water points above this on the other side, which is known as the Nangolomon Dam. If there's a lot of waste around the Nangolomon Dam, the waste will be carried through this river, this small stream, and at the end of it all, it will end up on another water point around the park.
One of the things that we see is extremities in weather patterns, where we have a lot of droughts and flooding all at the same time, and these have a big effect on wildlife. Just the other day, last year, and some other times, we have mass die-off of animals, and we think this is attributable to climate. We are seeing in our own lifespan our habitats getting drier and getting drier. You will notice this when you look at the rivers, for example. They're drying up. When you look at the wetlands areas, we used to have water and things like that. They're drying up. The habitat is becoming more harsher.
Kenya's story is just one piece of the global climate crisis, showing us how decisions made far from here are impacting lives, landscapes, and ecosystems. But it also reminds us of the resilience of communities, the importance of nature, and the urgent need for change. This isn't just Kenya's fight, it's all of ours, because at the end of the day, the ripple effects of the climate crisis reach us all.